It's time now for the Bear Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, July 22nd, 2015. Good morning to you all. This lovely Wednesday morning here, July 22nd, 2015 here on Top News Headlines here at 5 a.m. on this Wednesday morning here is Texas Department of Public Safety Authority said late Tuesday that they were looking at alleged edits to a 52-minute dashcam video of the traffic stop and arrest of Sandra Bland, who subsequently died in her jail cell 3 days after arrest. On Tuesday night, Jon Stewart kept the company and dedicated the entire Daily Show to an interview with President Obama. Prosecutors are reviewing the fatal shooting of an unarmed black man by a University of Cincinnati police officer who had pulled the driver over of a missing front license plate at 47 Tuesday. The assignment was to interview a colorful person in teenage EL doctor. Back then, he was simply ignorant, just a man, as EL doctor of Epic Port of America's Past dies at 84. A maternal uncle who had hosted a Chattanooga shooting in Jordan for a few months later last year is a businessman with no link to any militant groups, his attorney said. A Pentagon spokesperson has confirmed that a U.S. airstrike in Syria earlier this month killed a top leader of Al Qaeda splinter group Khorasan, who had rare advanced knowledge of the September. London, for years, the two parchment leaves covered in an elegant early from an Arabic script were misbound with leaves of a similar Quran manuscript dating back from the late 7th century. In Dubai, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry will seek reassure Gulf Arab officials at a meeting in Qatar soon that Washington will work with him to push back against Iranian influence in the region, he told the Arab newspaper Al-Shawak al-Swat. Seoul, North Korea is preparing to launch a new long-range rocket possibly in October heaven. It's completed an upgrade in its main satellite launch base, South Korea's Yonhap News Agency reported Wednesday. A teenage boy lured a 12-year-old neighbor out of her Utah home by asking for help looking for his lost cat, then strangled her and left her body in the field with a shirt around the neck, prosecutors said. An immigrant in the country lately was registered sex offender is charged with sexually assaulting the 14-year-old girl after being freed on bond by the judge overseeing his deportation proceedings, authorities said. Cheyenne, Wyoming, the Northern Arapaho tribe called on federal authorities to file hate crime charges against a Wyoming man on the fatal shooting of one tribal member of another of a detox center. A federal appeals court Tuesday overturned some of the corruption convictions that sent former Illinois Governor Rob Blagojevich to prison for 14 years for trying to sell President Obama's vacated Senate seat. Media reports say one of the largest ever cybercrimes is involved, with details that 80 million customers stolen. Israel police cyber unit has arrested two Israeli suspects of manipulating U.S. stocks after hacking the computers at J.P. Morgan Chase. Apple reported 38% increase in the profit to $10.7 billion from a year ago, when the revenue surged to 33% to $49.6 billion. Markets gave the thumbs down to Apple's third quarter results on Wednesday as the tech giant missed analyst expectations on sales of iPhone shipments. London, the dollar lost more than ground on Wednesday after profit taking drove its biggest decline in a month in the previous session, cast more doubt on whether it could rally further after a year of gains. Take a look at a stock market report here at 5:03. The first people to reach the Americas came from Siberia that arrested a single group around 23,000 years ago at the height of the last ice age, says the new study. NASA's new Horizon spacecraft has discovered a second mountain range situated between bright icy plains and dark heavily created terrain at the lower left edge of Pluto's heart-shaped region. London, the Arctic ice pack has directly expanded despite use of doom-laden predictions that was melted away for good. Data July today could determine whether Cambridge-based biologist Alzheimer's drug will be one of the first to slow cognitive decline of patients with the disease, analysts said. London AstraZeneca's budget to spare cancer drug pipeline suffered a blow on Wednesday when the experimental drug selutinib failed to meet its goal of late-stage development, revealed. melanoma. Washington, older women with memory impairment worse than about dressed and fast as men. Researchers reported Tuesday part of the effort to reveal why women are especially hard hit by the Alzheimer's disease. Here. Alright, take a look at the stock market report down close 1798, 19.29. We'll start today down 181.12. SP 500 will start today 2119.21, down 9.07. Nasdaq will start today 5,208.12. Take a look at the New England alert. See a 2.3 magnitude earthquake felt in the area of Cranston, Rhode Island, approximately 3:43 a.m. And then Lincoln, Rhode Island, working fire 360 Old River Road with UD Perth CMD fire is knocked out of use under control. And Red Cross was requested and seals were tied up, bump it up. PHL News Time, 5:05. Time Sports Report, and the slide is continued for the Red Sox. That is 6 in a row that they lost it. And they fall to the Houston Astros 8-3. Sox and the Astros got it again tonight with Joe Keller on the mound for the Red Sox. Game time 8:10 p.m., which is 7:10 p.m. their time. Houston went Red Sox left-hander Brian Johnson walked to the mound at Minute Maid Park on Tuesday night. He had gone 50 days without pitching in a game, as Brian Johnson can't stop the skid for the Red Sox. In May, James Harden finished the distant second as Steph Curry and voted for the MVP award. That vote was done by media members. However, on Tuesday, many stars, Golden NBA peers had their say. PHL News Time, 5:06 here on this Wednesday morning here. Take a look at the traffic situation you had this Wednesday morning here, and seeing smooth sailing on our ways by way of New England here on this Wednesday morning here, and take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway system is looking good, commuter rail, and the fares are looking good. Peter Chillen News Time, 5:07 here in Santa Ana weather report. And when I walked outside this morning, it felt like a beautiful morning was about to start here, and it was a beautiful start to your morning here. Low humidity, but it's going to be a beautiful day. All right, 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. All right, 7-day forecast goes like this here. For today, sunny skies have at 83 degrees. Northwest wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour. Wind gust high is 20 miles an hour here. Tonight, podcast skies about 56 degrees. Northwest wind about 3 to 5 miles an hour here. Thursday, most sunny skies about 82 degrees. West wind about 5 to 8 miles an hour here. Thursday, podcast skies about 59 degrees. Northwest wind about 5 miles per hour coming in the evening here. Friday, chance of showers. The chance of thunderstorms likely after 5 p.m. Most sunny skies about 79 degrees. Northwest wind about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Wind anticipation 6%. Friday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms may happen before 8 p.m. Some storms produce some Montreal gusty winds. Punchy. Podcast got low at 59 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Saturday, mostly sunny. Podcast got about 36 to about 59 degrees. Sunday, chance of showers after 11 a.m. Part Sunday, most skies got about 39 to about 64 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Sunday, up to the 50% by Saturday night. Monday, chance of showers and thunderstorms. Most skies got about 82 to about 65 degrees. Anticipation 35%. And for Tuesday, most skies got about 85 degrees. Not temperature at 5:08 a.m. Started at 66 degrees with first skies. Humidity at 78%, 2.59 degrees. That's me for the Peter Channel. Morning news on this Wednesday morning, July 22nd, 2015. I'm POC. Have a good morning and good day. What a good day to you here. Have a good day.